Hello everybody. I'm needing to get started on Nathan's knife handle, and I don't know if y'all remember, but this is the blade. It's a really nice blade. It's really sharp. It's got a nice edge on it. With the spine, I would love to leave this black on here because I like the looks of it. But this spine right here is really bad shape. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. It's so dark and everything down here. There, I think you can see it right there. See how rough that spine is? So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to smooth that spine. Well, I wouldn't have to, but I want Nathan's knife to look real nice, so I'm going to smooth that spine, and which means it's going to lose the coating off here. So if it loses the coating off here, then I need to strip the coating off of this too, and which that means I'm going to have to buff and polish the whole thing. So he's going to end up with a shiny blade. Now there's not really anything to fixing the spine. All you have to do is just run it flat on your sander. Let me make sure that's in frame here. Yeah, you just make sure the back of it's flat against your sander, and you'll end up with a nice 90-degree spine. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though. This blade's pretty sharp. I'm going to at least put some tape on this blade here. That might keep it from cutting a finger plumb off. Oh shit. It got me, but it's not bleeding. Got no blood left. I'm a vampire. Okay. There we go. I recommend if you guys do any work on a knife or blade that happens to be sharp, that you tape it up. If it hits me, it may not cut me. So. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but you see how you got the silver part now and the black in the middle? That means that it's flattening it out. So my goal is to flatten that out. So we'll keep at it here. Okay. Okay, you see that spine now? See how smooth and slick that is? It has a nice 90-degree spine on it now. We want the king of ferro rods to be able to strike his ferro rod with his bushcraft knife, don't we? Okay everybody, I got this piece of walnut here, and as you can see I've drawn the shape of a handle on it, and I'm going to cut that out with the saw over here. Okay. is the basic outline of the knife. You can see the handle's going to come out this way. I kind of draw it out where the handle or the blade was going to go. The blade's going to come out this way. So my left hand, see how that's going to work? And as you can see, this rat tail is too long, so I'll end up cutting some of that off. But that's the basic shape of the blade, or the, I'm hung up on the blade. That's the basic shape of the handle. And I'll just keep going. Okay, I'm wanting to drill the holes in it while I still have the flat sides, so it'll hold it better in the clamp. So let me see what I can do about that, getting that set up. Okay, I need to make sure that I'm in the center of this for obvious reasons, so I need to mark the center. And what we got here looks like 11/16. So in my mind, in my math, half of 11 is 5.5, so that's 5.5/16. I don't, whatever. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No? Okay, 15/16. So half of 15 is 7.5. Okay. Damn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. And 7.5. Okay, if y'all can see that or not, but that's the line, my center line. Now, I have to line up with these lines on the sides here too, because that's the way that the blade's going to go. So, the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to pull up here where this is almost touching it. And then I'm going to line my clamp up to where that my drill bit is going to run right down that line. Well, actually, I could bring it higher. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this will be a good way to do it. I'm going to, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This is the line that I'm going for. I'm going to line my drill bit up on that line. Well, shit. There we go. Okay. You see I'm with that line there? So I'm going to crank my table back down. And now, if I get right on that center line, I should be at the right angle that I was. There's that one. Now I'm going to drill the other side. And it has to be at an angle too. So let's see. Right down there with that. I hope I'm getting on the right lines. I got too many daggum lines here. Okay, now it's just a matter of cleaning out in between the two. Like it's going to be pretty straight. I just need to clean this out a little more. Oh. Wonder if I can do this freehand. Y'all probably fixing to see me get hurt again. Okay. Now that's going to be tight. That's where I want it. And just from the eyeball, it looks pretty straight. I was scared to death about that, guys. And it's going to be tight getting it in there, but that's the way I want it. Okay. We're going to trim some of this off. Looks like I need to trim off about that much. Yep. Okay. Okay, I'm going to trim this off here. As soon as I plug in this grinder. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to clean this tail up a little bit where I just cut that. Okay. Okay, everybody. This right here is what's called a wood rasp. And what you do is you can put it in use it in a drill or whatever, but it removes a lot of material. So you don't want to try to finish something with it, but it sure knocks a lot of material off in a hurry. So that's what I'm going to use to round the handle, knock the edges off of it and stuff. That's working, but something just dawned on me. I can probably take it to the saw and trim quite a bit of this off, because I want it to swell out in the middle but kind of come down at the ends. So let's move back over to the saw real quick. Back to the sander. Y'all do know that I'm making this shit up as I go along, don't you? Because I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first handle I've made like this. So yep, okay. Alright people, she is for sure starting to look like a knife handle now. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over here to the big drill press and round it off some more. Keep your fingers out of it. Okay. I think I'm ready to move back over here now. I'm going to hit it on this sander here and continue to round it off. But the battery's fixing to die in my camera. I've got 3 batteries, and somehow or another all of them are dead. I've got one on the charger, so I'm going to work on this till the battery dies. Okay, I'm going to put the smaller sanding barrel thing on there. I wonder if that one would be small enough. That one would be better. Hang on, I'm going to have to put a sander on this. Okay, I changed drums on this sander here now so I can get inside this little circle here. y'all can see that. Looking like a knife handle, ain't it? There you go. Oh shit! Good Lord. Looking like a knife handle. I believe that I'm going to do the rest of the sanding by hand, because I'm getting down so close that I don't want to take off too much and screw it up. So I'm going to do it by hand from here on out. So I'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, I had sent my recommendations to Nathan about what we should do with this blade, and he told me to have at it, which we're going to buff this thing and give it a mirror polish. So there the blade is polished. I'm not done with it, but I just wanted you to see what it's going to look like. Alright everybody, here's where I'm at now. And I've got a whole lot more work to do to it. I believe that handle's going to work. But I've got a whole lot more work to do. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. And of course I got to do some sanding and finish it. I'm going to rebuff that blade. I had a rough time with that handle. Stick it in, it wouldn't go far enough. Blah, blah, blah. I learned a lot from doing this one. So we'll let that glue dry and see how it's going to look. It's pretty straight. I don't know if it'll look straight on the camera, but it looks pretty straight there. And I believe that's all I'm going to show you of this. If you guys see this finished, it'll probably be on his video, his unboxing video. Okay? So I'm just going to let it go at that. And we'll see if here in a week or two if Nathan will do an unboxing video, and then you guys can see it finished. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.